Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Elite Racer Series event from Michigan this time. This is race 3, and the race name, the hashtag Judson Strong 200 in memory of Nathaniel Madison and Dallas Colburn. The backstory behind that, Workman, who races in this league, we've seen him at the front in both the races so far this season. Um, at his college that he goes to, two members of that community were involved in a car crash, and unfortunately they lost their lives. So this race is for Nathaniel Madison and Dallas Colburn. We will have a silent lap 3 and 4 just for those guys. I am in the booth with Tim. It's just us two here tonight. And Tim, Michigan, it's your home track actually.
It
Um,
is.
and crazy race. We saw Echo here on Friday night, and it ended in a four wide photo finish in which the front two tied. So,
Oh man.
what do you expect to see? It's not gonna be high draft like that one. I believe it's normal draft, but it's still gonna be just as crazy.
Well, it's all about making sure you're in the right place at the right time. I've been at this race before, doing 50% races on low draft, and it's all about just maintaining the right place, and you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation like being top three wide because you could get walled off the corner, but you just want to be able to run your own line and make sure you stay out of trouble on pit entry and exit.
Yeah, and obviously with this one, you have manual yellows. Obviously in it, you have that midway yellow, so stuff like that. We also have LT as our in-race reporter. LT, I'm hearing qualifying did not go too well for you. Big Jim is on pole though, and with about 16 people going to be racing here tonight, what do you expect as the driver?
I expect pack racing. Obviously I'm starting in the back, failed pre-race inspection. So we're gonna have to make our way up there, hopefully stay out of trouble. There might be guys banging off each other, might be some wrecks. Obviously there's no cautions in the first 5 laps, I believe. So just gotta stay out of trouble and make our way to the front.
Yeah, I believe it'll be 3 laps. I believe for 2 mile tracks it will be 3 laps after a restart, in which there will be no yellows. Don't quote me on that. I'll try and find out just for you, LT, so that you know. Uh, but we'll see here if I can somehow find manual yellows and whatnot. Yeah, so for 2 mile tracks or longer, no yellows for the first 3 laps after a restart. So since this is a 2 mile racetrack, the first 3 laps after a restart, we will not have any manuals, regardless of the crash, how big it may be. And we saw manuals come into a big play last week in Richmond when a manual came out right before the midway yellow was supposed to come out. So that took over the midway yellow, which caused some drivers to actually fall a lap down. Some had to take a wave around, and then they were on low tires, and it created a whole chaotic sort of running order. And we saw at the end there was a late yellow, which caused some pit strategy in which our race leader at the time, LT, stayed out and ended up losing the lead to some drivers that took fresh tires. So it'll be interesting if something like that happens here at Michigan. What's going to happen for the drivers since this is a track where you can easily pass? We'll have to see. Uh, what the strategy is at the end of that. But 100 laps here. We're just waiting to get the word to join in, and then we'll be good to go for racing at Michigan. Tim, we'll do this before. Who's your pick to win this race? There's a lot of good
Pick to
people.
win. I don't really know who's in the field tonight.
LT, tell us who's in the field tonight.
We have, let's see, Big Jim, Koala, JC, AJ, Craig, Pens, Jesse, Brennan, KY, Air Diddy, Workman, Arrow, Tango, Jocko, and Dirty Boy.
There you go.
I am going to pick Workman for tonight.
All
He
right.
was very good at Las Vegas, and I think this is another track that's a flow track, kind of like Las Vegas, so I think he's going to do a great job tonight.
Well, Tim, you read my mind. I was going to go with the sentimental pick of Workman as well. So, the last time the commentators all picked the same person, they won. That was Las Vegas with LT. So, uh, Workman can try and pull that same magic here at Michigan. And I believe we're getting closer uh, to time to go. LT, you can probably tell us when to join before we
I'll
see.
let you know. You may join now.
Cool. I'm expecting chaos in this race. Nothing more and nothing less. I'm sure Tim can attest to that as well.
Oh yeah, there'll be definitely some big wrecks here tonight.
I mean, we saw Michigan on high draft in Echo. Michigan on normal draft is just as insane. So,
And this is low draft, correct?
it's either low or normal. It's one of those two. I don't know if it specifies in the schedule what each is. It does not. So, I'm sure LT would be able to tell immediately when we get into the race if it's low or normal. I doubt it's high.
I think it's normal. I think that's what Brennan said
All right,
earlier today.
we'll go with normal. But once again, we will have a silent lap for the Judson
Come
community.
to the line. Big Jim's gonna start on pole here.
The green flag is waving.
Garrett's gonna jump in line right behind. Big Jim, smart move there.
And we have Brennan. Yeah.
Nipped the grass. Fourth was KY and fifth. Running out your top five was wins.
Already some 3 wide AJ in the middle. To the bottom goes Jesse. Up top, that's KY. And one of the big things here at Michigan, we're going to see cars get loose off turn 2 if they're on some looser setups. So that could be something to watch out
Arrow
for throughout
for
this
lead.
race.
Arrow used the draft to get below Big Jim, but it is tight there early on in the run, so Big Jim might be able to hold him off at the top.
And in the Echo race, Big Jim did a masterful job being able to keep that race lead. He led a majority of the laps until he ended up spinning on the apron. He was able to keep the lead there.
Arrow's going to fall in line right behind him.
I think that's JC working inside. We have Brennan already in the
Oh,
outside
Brennan
wall.
in the wall.
And I don't know
what
if...
happened there. Looks like a controller issue.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder if maybe his controller died or something, because it was he kept it in that wall for a long time. Battle for the lead. Big
JC
Jim down the bottom.
is the one who's worked himself up to third, getting the bumper from KY, but he's going to hold it.
And Tim, what do you say for a silent 2 laps right now? There you have it. Racing still just as good as they're splitting around. JC went to the middle right there and forced Arrow side. The 37 looked to take the lead from Big Jim.
Yeah, the 37 was very aggressive there going into turn number 1 and 2. A couple laps to go. Put it 3 wide on the bottom, but it was just too tight. Big Jim was able to hold the lead, and KY Colonel, for all this, has gotten to second, and Workman started farther back in the field, going for third.
You can see dove it to the bottom there,
Hits
trying
the
to get an
apron
Arrow.
Oh, 54 really runs it wide there. Probably could have stayed tucked and maybe got a fifth out of that. Workman's going to get himself up to third. Contact in the back.
That was the 24.
Oh, more contact. Yeah, 24, and I'm not sure who that other car was, but there was a lot of contact there.
Our in-race reporter LT's moved up to 4th here, right behind Workman, pushing him up to the back bumper of KY. See if they can do anything for second here.
I think the guys in 1st, 3rd, and 4th are the favorites, I would say, going into this race. KY Colonel is also a very good driver himself, but these top 3 have just put in the results. LT obviously won Las Vegas, and I'm pretty sure Big Jim won Richmond.
Big Jim actually
wrong.
didn't race Richmond.
Who won Richmond? Was it Workman?
It was not.
Katie?
I believe it was Katie.
It was a Toyota. That's all I know.
I'll go back and look right now for that, but yeah, definitely.
I've been Dirty Boy.
You
There's
think
a lot
about
of contenders there late in the race.
the thing about Big Jim though, he won the championship last season, so he's obviously established that he is really, really
Yeah.
good. But here comes
Here we go for the
Workman,
lead.
nice run in the draft to the inside and pulls alongside even into turns 3 and 4.
And Workman's been the one that's able to make this bottom work. Very good move there. He cleared him pretty early on in the corner.
Yeah, so
Looks like we got 6 guys starting to pull away. Looks like AJ is trying to, he's at 7 car trying to run this group down, but that group of 6 is a very strong group of 6, and behind them JC is blocking like really hard in the second pack. Oh,
Big Jim,
with
yeah,
the
he got
mistake.
sent up the track right there as they went 3 wide. He was unfortunately the one on the outside to get
we
hit.
have more contact in the second pack as Wallace back here as well. He was somebody who we thought tonight was going to be pretty quick, but Jocko made contact with Koala there. And Jocko's just been stuck behind JC here.
That man in 5th was the winner of the last race. It was Dirty Boy that won at Richmond. Remember,
Looks like Big Jim's still hanging on to the pack.
When Dirty Boy first joined in season 1, he ripped off 2 straight in his first 2 races of that season, and kind of picked up where he left off.
Dirty Boy actually started last here today, and he's already up in 5th position, so he's another one you're gonna have to watch. Obviously, he ran, I believe he finished 4th at Las Vegas, and 1st at Richmond, so he's put in a great effort so far this season.
And LT takes the lead from Workman, kind of pulls up a little bit in front of the 20 to try and block that, but here comes Arrow with a nice run in that draft, trying to get to the inside. LT trying to protect, but can't.
Risky. That was risky there.
Whew.
Big Jim let out of the gas. I don't know.
Probably thought they were about to wreck.
Maybe he's trying to, yeah, I don't know, thought they were wrecking, or he wants to go another lap on fuel or something. I'm not too sure. Oh, Dirty Boy makes contact with Workman. Big Jim's going to launch to the outside as KY's trying to get second.
Oh, look at Workman.
Going to go 3 wide. Beautiful elevator move there. And LT's going to go to the outside. 3 wide again. Big Jim goes to the outside of KY. And Workman will get 3rd out of that.
Workman now looking for 2nd. LT no help up top. We'll see if the 48 moves up, gives driver to just stay to the bottom, shortest way around.
Dirty Boy's going to maybe split 3 here. He's going to push LT.
Oh, for the lead.
KY and Workman.
Oh, no.
KY and Workman.
KY's still on the apron.
He got it back on the track, but that was a very aggressive move there from KY. And Workman did not want to give up that spot. He would have been put in a bad scenario there. 3 wide middle in a track. We got one down the back. And he really took off down the back straight away. That was Craig.
Oh, man, yeah, that thing was just
I don't
hooked
know
to
if
left.
he got doored. Oh, man, JC and Jocko have been absolutely battling it with each other in the second pack, and they've actually allowed Koala to get around them. And we have another problem here. It's Air Diddy. He must have had contact with somebody, maybe Lag from Tango or something, but that allowed Brendan to pass him. And LT and KY are battling for 4th. And LT got pinched a little bit there. And, oh man, KY's fighting that car. It's loose.
Yeah, that turn 2 looseness. I mean, you run like a 5 or 6 here, that thing is going to start taking off very soon to the run. So.
Yeah. And you can't let those 3 guys go. They are a strong group of 3, and KY just doesn't seem like he has the car under him right now. He's fighting it really hard off the 2. That might have been what happened to Craig off the 2. I didn't think about that, but as this run goes on, the tires will get severely worn. And if you run too loose of a setup, it is going to be painful last half of the run for you. So, wow, KY really drove it in there. Got into the draft. See how well that car's adjusted over the time. Yeah, that was better.
Big Jim ends up running to the back of Workman.
Pretty good.
And you think about...
Jim's a smart racer. I think he'll just ride in line. KY's going to go for 3rd. Beautiful move. He drove it in there pretty deep there. He got tight. He almost hit him. This corner you don't get as loose off, so you can make a lot more aggressive moves off of 4 going into 1 and 2. And you have to, if your car is loose, you really want to single file out before 2, because it can get really bad really quick.
Yeah, these drivers are lucky it's all paved down there, because sometimes you use up every single inch to try and save that car.
Oh man, that one machine's fighting loose. He's losing time to those guys just by himself. And Craig actually has gone down for an early pit here. It's gonna be cool to see how that works for Craig. And it looks like Air Diddy might have done the same thing as well. And yeah, KY just doesn't have a corner. And if I'm Dirty Boy, I'm getting around him as fast as I possibly can. And still in the second pack, JC doesn't seem like he has the best car, but he's able to fight off Koala here. They're going to go 3 wide, I believe that's for 4 wide.
Oh yeah, look at this thing.
Oh, Jocko finally got to the inside of JC. That's what he needed to do, but he overdrove the corner and that lose him many spots. That was not a smart move there.
JC's getting loose. Ooh.
Yeah, that's a part of it. And Tango is actually reeling in this group as well, but I see Tango. He's doing a little something. He was not going full bore down that back straightaway, so.
You think about, what did he get around here? About 22 or so laps in the first...
I'm not too sure how far it is, but...
the first segment, you know, half 20. This race is 50 laps, so... If it's Tango and there's some...
It could set up very well for Tango in the second half of this race.
Yeah.
KY just is really got center off. It's looking like it's tight in the center and then really loose off, so he's really having to catch up there. And it's allowed the top two to have a bit of a gap, and he's just driving it in, chopping Dirty Boy's nose.
Dirty Boy's, yep,
and LT's gonna hit him. LT and Arrow are gonna lose time. That was just not the move for Dirty Boy at the time. I think he was being a little ambitious with that move, but he had to get around him. You know, KY was losing touch with those top two. He just didn't have a car under him. And oh wow, I'm pretty sure KY just absolutely punted Big Jim there for second.
It looks like it. Big Jim way up the track right there, and that's why I'm working to
he
pull
was
a
like
bit.
in the 3rd or 4th lane there. So
he was using the PJ1 up there. KY let him back in.
Giving Workman a 2 to 3 car length advantage, but that's not going to be anything for somebody like Big Jim to get that back. Yeah, just overdrove the corner that time.
I don't know what happened with KY. He just lost car lengths.
He's really bad at center off. He's got good entry because he's just driving it off in there so he can get draft on the straight. But it's really hurting his exit like bad.
Yeah, you think
like
about
right here, you see it. He's slowing down because of this exit. He's scared he's gonna get loose, which I saw his car. He's gonna get loose, and you see Workman get loose there. But Arrow and LT are probably about a second and a half behind KY. They lost a significant amount of ground there with the Dirty Boy KY incident. But you can just see right now, KY does not have the car he needs. Even in draft, he is losing touch with these two in front.
And, I mean, you think about with what he's been doing, he's been driving it in very, very deep. But if you're tight in the center and then loose off, that's kind of the opposite of what I would be doing. I'd be trying to back it up so that I'm a little bit looser in the center so I don't have to turn the wheel as much. So when I come off the corner, it doesn't try and snap left.
Oh, yeah. He's even loose in center. I saw it. He probably wasn't putting in too much turning ability right there, and it was just wide and on the apron right there. So
you have to wonder what setup he ran.
He's trying everything he can right now to save these two leaders because they are.
There will be a caution out this time, by the way.
Oh yeah, there was a big wreck in 1 and 2. It's JC, Jesse as well.
And it's going to be Workman, Big Jim, KY, and I believe Arrow and LT. So they're slowing up here.
That saves the back of the pack, that's for certain.
How many were in that one?
About 2 or 3. I saw 2 dots stop on Big Jim's stream.
Was involved.
JC and Jesse were definitely involved. There could have been some more that maybe got some slight contact, but on Big Jim's stream it looked like only 2 dots were stopped.
That's a shame to see. But just look, JC was in the eye of that storm in that second pack. He was the one leading it and was not really as fast as the guys around him. He's going to have to make some adjustments, I think. He had a great short run car. He was able to actually go up and try to make a move for the lead, but obviously that didn't amount to anything. But the thing is here, I'm pretty sure Air Diddy and Craig are actually lapped down because they both hit.
Yeah, and you can see Air Diddy right there. I think that was getting his lap back.
Yeah, Craig. If I'm Craig, I'm just gonna pit because you have a guaranteed yellow.
Yeah, you know you're gonna get a yellow here coming up. So
how many laps to go in this half? Let's see.
We are on lap 20 out of 100.
Yeah, so I'm going to be coming think they'll get it settled out in just this lap here. They'll probably select what lane they want to do on the back stretch, since this is a really long track. So taking like a 1 or a 2 lap yellow, so they're gonna be coming through the line with maybe 29, 30 laps to go.
You get 22 laps on a tank. Granted, some of that is wasted, though.
I think Tango will try to save, but I don't know if he can save 7 laps of fuel at Michigan. It's going to be pretty hard.
It is going to be hard, but Tango's up for the challenge, I can tell you that.
Anybody can do it. Tango, he's a man. Like Workman won the race off pit lane.
Yes, he did. KY actually jumped up to second there in the one.
Now, the person I want to see here is Dirty Boy. Because he had a very quick car, and he's going to have to work his way back up to the field. As Air Diddy has also come down pit lane after getting his lap back. But I believe Craig is the only one that is going to be like that. And we have one spinning in the grass in the back. I don't know who that is. I'm shocked it's not Brennan. It was JC. He's just not having a good time right now. Let's see if they choose their lanes here or go another lap.
Looks like they're
what's
going.
The word?
They might choose at the start-finish line. Looks like.
Yes, that's what we're doing.
So you have Workman leading, KY second, Big Jim third, Arrow fourth, and LT in fifth. But as you mentioned, Dirty Boy definitely one to watch further back in the field.
And it's crazy on these restarts. Literally any of these guys right here could possibly feasibly in any way get to the front at any point in time. When I raced Echo here season 1, I was nowhere at all in the first 2 stages. I was probably 10th place car. And stage 3, just because of how strong the draft is here, came alive and was able to pass 5 guys on the straightaway and was leading going into pit stop. So
a lot of guys took the bottom.
Yeah, anyone can. I think the bottom's a smart decision here, but a lot of guys in the back have the top. So it's going to even out.
As far as KY went bottom with Workman.
I would have done probably the same thing. If I was a 3rd place car in line, I would have gone top, which I think Big Jim did. Yeah,
Big Jim wanted that outside to try and maybe roll it here and pinch Workman down.
I think our in-racer Porter took 5th.
He did, right where he was.
You know, once you're in the position, I say like 5th on back, there's no real strategy to it. Whichever line has less cars. I'm pretty sure I told LT this before, and he actually chose the top and was like 8th on a restart instead of being 3rd. But you know, it is what it is.
See them warming up the tires, the 19 to 24 in the bottom.
Now, if I tried to do this, I'd probably go spinning off the grass.
That or I would hit the car on my outside.
Oh, I'd aim for the car on the outside so I don't go into the grass. Anyways, here we go. It's going to be a restart with, I believe, 28 or 29 to go in this half. So we'll see what kind of restart we can get out of this.
Remember, first 3 laps, no yellow.
Oh, he stacks it up. Waits. Great restart from Workman.
That was
Big Jim has that starting gear, so he's not going to lose that much. He's actually going to be side by side with KY going in, as to opposed to a majority of the people would not be. Oh, they already stacked. Oh, KY.
Oh, that was a big
Something happened there. He really checked up. We got one on the apron, a couple on the apron. You got to watch this exit here.
Remember, first 3 laps, no yellow, so they have to.
Everyone got away with it there. Big Jim cleared the second. Beautiful job.
Yeah, he got so close to that wall off turn 2 and somehow didn't hit it.
Oh, one in the wall.
That
might have been Brendan.
Tango also up there. Tango might just be backing out to save fuel.
I think it was Tango. I thought I saw it. Yeah, it was a blue car. It was Tango. We're going to do a lot with LT here. As this group of 5. Dirty Boy is already into 4th. I didn't realize this.
He's flying.
But your top 6 previously are already your top 6, but it looks like the field is a lot closer. Oh, we had one go in the wall. Looks like AJ hit the wall there.
Oh, look at LT going bottom of 3.
Beautiful move. He's actually going to maybe get 3 spots out of this. Oh, Workman chopped him pretty hard there.
KY backed it up, got into the back of the 19. He's going to shove him aside.
And all that work LT made to make that move is maybe going to result in nothing. He might be able to clear here, but no, they're not going to help him out.
Big Jim out front trying to go back and forth to keep cars behind him, break the draft, give draft to someone else to keep them side by side behind him.
Oh,
He knows
wow,
what he's
Dirty
doing.
Boy's got a great rotating car. He just slammed into the rear end of Workman there. Trying to
Big
tell
Jim
him to get
again.
going.
So close to the
He got
wall.
he might have even gotten loose there. Oh,
Oh, they're
blocking.
going to be 3 wide with that.
And you know, Dirty Boy, he's going to be committed. You saw what he's willing to do. Is KY might put it forward.
KY, yeah,
Yes,
he's going to go to even lower.
Deja vu. And
3
LT,
wide
where's
for the
he gonna
lead.
go? He's gonna
He'll
go
go top
wide
with
top.
Big Jim and Workman. That's a great push on the outside. Look at the
Dirty
48.
Boy's gonna lift. Arrow's gonna put Dirty Boy in a bad spot, and LT's gonna be 3 wide top.
And here
3
comes
wide
Jocko,
top,
shoving it to the middle.
Yeah, this is what we expected here. As your leader Workman's actually started to get a
Oh,
gas.
the one's getting tight.
You gotta watch Dirty Boy.
Look
Jocko.
out! The one to the
There goes
inside.
KY hard into the inside wall. There was only one car.
Oh, he's coming
gonna
back
go-
up. Ooh.
No one hits him, but oh man,
He's
that's
the
gotta
only
be
car,
devastating
yeah.
for KY, because he had a really good car there, and it's gonna screw him a little bit here.
Oh, we got one in the outside. I think that's JC and Air Didier spinning off 4.
That might be a yellow. Arrows
3 wide.
middle. Very aggressive from Arrow.
Dirty Boy
Everyone
shoving
runs
up.
wide. Here comes
LT's the only one on the yellow
bottom.
line.
LT on the bottom. Arrow's gonna clear. Big Jim might be able to slide up, but he's not going to. He's gonna leave the lane for Workman. Workman's gonna have the best run here.
Look
Here
at
comes
Jocko.
Okay, I thought Jocko was gonna go 4 wide bottom. It's
Let's
probably
say-
smart to not do
A little
that.
too early
I probably
to do
would've
that.
put it- I probably would have put it 4 wide. Oh, now LT's gonna be put. Oh, Jocko lifted. I would
Look
not
at
have
the
lifted
20.
there. Yeah, these guys are racing really hard and aggressive, and the person that's probably benefiting the most out of this is probably Tango.
Yeah,
Since
he's not
they
losing
are
that much
battling
ground.
so hard. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And he
He's
can
not
stay with
losing that much
draft.
time. I think he's already out of the range of the draft. Oh, Dirty Boy must have hit the wall or something.
Yeah, he's getting draft out the 15 to 7, which is really good for him. In fact, he just went back and forth on them both on the back stretch. So
Yeah.
he's definitely max
Tango's-
fuel saving right now.
He's saving as much gas as he can. LT's getting a run again. He's gonna push Big Jim here. Looks like we got maybe five
Oh,
guys in
someone-
the group of 4. AJ must have doored somebody there. Brennan has worked his way up to, I believe, 7th position.
Yeah, that's a nice recovery after whatever happened early on in the race.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a controller issue for him or what, but if they follow Dirty Boy, they will get back in this pack because he is in an absolute amazing car right now, and I think he already has the draft LT again. Oh, wow.
Oof.
I don't know if you saw it, but the
Yeah.
42 absolutely gave the business to Arrow.
Root him out of the way. And I don't know if
that's a
Arrow will
little
take kindly
risky
to
at
that.
A track. I would be aggravated at a track like Michigan. It's not a track where you would see things like bump and runs. It's not a Martinsville or a Bristol or like a Iowa or something where you can get away with that. Because you can really screw someone's race up.
Yeah. Especially if you knock them out of the draft. Draft means a lot here, so
Yeah, and I think Dirty Boy's got the screws just at the back of it. And
the
Brennan has
inside.
brought up who is in. I think that's Penn's.
that is
Penn's
Penn's.
is in this group as
Something
well.
wrong with
Jocko
Jocko.
lagged. Jocko was lagging bad. Oh man.
Oh,
Might
his
not-
Workman's getting loose into Big Jim and LT. They're on the bottom. But yeah,
Oh,
Jocko needs to
Jocko
back
with
out
a
of that.
Huge lag spike. Brennan, I'm pretty sure what it would be telling Jocko.
I have to
And
believe
Tango
so.
is actually slowly moving his way up the field. He's running a couple lanes up. But I don't know if Jesse is trying to do the same thing and whoever behind them as well. Because Jesse is saving gas as well. He's running the same speed as Tango down the straightaway.
Take lessons
and,
from the master.
And
Good,
it
good
looks
results.
like AJ and Koala are the two that are just outside of this draft range right now. But AJ's had a decent car. It's not like he's had a bad car at all. He's actually was the guy who was running by himself in that first stint because he just got caught in that middle zone between the two cars.
Watching
So
that
if you
20
get-
car. It can just rotate so well. It's painting the bottom
There's
line.
a lot. Oh yeah, there's a beautiful corner there. He's gonna get underneath Big Jim, I believe here.
He's been doing it both corners, 1 and 2 and 3, before he just paint the bottom of the racetrack so well.
He's just trying to get on the
Look
corner.
at LT.
LT, beautiful move again. They're gonna go 3 wide possibly. Yeah, he's gonna drive it in there.
Workman in the middle, Big Jim up top.
LT might be able to get, I believe, his first lap lead of the day.
He's been up at the front, but I don't think he's ever been the front runner.
And he is going to lead this lap barely.
That could be what we see at the finish.
We got 8 cars stacked up right now. And now
if I
think Waller now is taking the lead car in the pack behind him, those 2 guys back there.
Oh, Brennan loose.
Brennan is loose. Beautiful save though. Big Jim got to run to the back bumper, but he's not a guy who's just gonna make a really late decision on going to your inside. He's not me.
He'll think before doing it.
Probably. But that's also probably going to be his downfall getting into these last couple of laps. If you're not willing to make those moves, you're not willing to win a race. So let's see what happens here. Oh man, Arrow. Oh, we got into the back of Jim. Jim keeps it out of the wall. Beautiful.
We're in the PJ1
really
up
didn't drive the car there. That wasn't even the PJ1. He was running straight rubber.
Brennan again losing the corner lanes of that car. Very snappy at this stage in the road.
Swerving down the back pitch and Dirty Boy, and here comes LT. Late move. There we go. That's what I like to see. LT throws it inside. Big to the Jesus. Dirty Boy is going to try to make a move as well. He's going to follow LT, push LT here.
Here comes Arrow with a run to the top.
And Brennan and
Arrow to the top.
Free wide top. That's a bad spot to be in.
Oh, he's in the wall.
Yeah, that was just not smart riding from Arrow. I would not have made that move. Big Jim. Wow. These guys are getting crazy. I think they all know they're not going to make it on fuel, so they're driving pretty aggressive.
They're trying to get a yellow.
You make it on fuel, LT?
No. Cannot.
No. Alright.
That was a hard no.
Dirty Boy and Workman going to battle side by side. And now, who do you want to help if you're LT? Workman or Dirty Boy? They both have really strong cars. He's trying to help Dirty Boy, but Dirty Boy got sidedrafted by Big Jim.
Oh, look at Workman! Whoa!
You think that guy doesn't want to win the race? He's showing what he's willing to do. That was a beautiful move. I couldn't have done it better myself.
That was textbook. That was amazing.
LT,
oh, look at LT!
He's gonna do a reverse of what just happened to him. Get on his corner panel. Beautiful move.
These guys are crazy.
Back of the power position, these guys are battling for maybe track position, but honestly, if I'm pitting, I don't want to be the guy pitting from the front because, well, as you've seen with me at this track, it puts you in a very vulnerable situation to wreck a lot of race cars.
Big Jim, a great push to Workman up top.
And look at this, Penn's in the top 5.
Yeah.
Jocko is 6. They're going to battle.
Oh, they're hitting.
Penn's as soon as I talk about them. It's
Commentators jinx
launched.
again.
And LT might be able to squeak up in front of Big Jim. Not going to be able to make that move happen.
We're going to give him draft.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
That was,
Here comes Jocko.
That's a risky game to play, switching your draft partners, because people will remember that.
Mm-hmm. That's a game you have to play at a track like this, though.
I always help the inside car to the outside cars, and I always have help behind, because most people will just naturally go to the outside line. I always help the inside car, so they stay side by side.
The outside at a track like this just gets a run naturally if you're side by side.
And you can make the top work here. You can make passes on the top. So
like you're seeing with Big Jim right there. Great rotation.
And now Workman's going to help Big Jim here, and Big Jim might be able to make the move here if he wants
he
to.
will.
Yep, here he goes. And where's Dirty Boy go?
Arrow to the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't see Workman. I'm following along with LT. All of a sudden I saw Black Card was inside, so he's making money moves.
These drivers are within about 5 laps of pitting, though. So you have to start thinking about that.
Man.
You're racing in this pack, and
they
now
are racing so hard as well. If I'm somebody, you know, you might even be able to get away with 2 tires and taking like a can or maybe half a can. So if I'm somebody who's in the back half of this pack, somebody like a Jocko or a Brennan, hit early maybe, try to take 4, get the overspeed on them, because it's not like you're going to lose a lap. Try to get some track position on them.
But definitely I think 2 tires is going to be the call for a majority of these guys. It's going to be such a short run to the midway yellow.
I say if you're going to do 4, you're going to have to pull the plug now. No one's willing to do that. They're all riding in the back. But if you take 4, you're going to be faster than these guys who are side drafting really hard up in the front.
They're
Big
doing
Jim
just about
right on
everything.
the corner panel. And look at, he's chasing back up the track.
Look at Penn's getting sideways. Dirty Boy tried to make it 3, couldn't.
And these poor guys, all of these guys are just stacked up right now. Oh, Arrow got loose, and Chaco as well followed him.
What's he gonna go to the bottom with the 20 car?
These guys are racing really hard. Where's Brennan? Where did he go? Brennan's just riding off the back. If I'm Brennan right now, I pit here. Get the early call, take 2. You don't have to deal with anybody else. No one is willing to do that. And I feel like you're screwing yourself. So
And
many
he'll
things
just
can go
send
wrong.
everyone
We've
into
seen
pit
it.
road.
We've seen it so many different times that so many things can go wrong going on the pit lane when you have this many
Yeah.
cars
If
trying
they're
to pit
all
at the same time.
Yeah, especially all of them on one lap. I can understand if you split up into like 2 packs, but 8 cars
Yeah,
going
like,
into
if
one
I'm-
pit road, that's gonna be.
It looks like maybe Jocko might be coming in this time.
I would. I
Somebody
mean,
might have
they're,
been listening.
they're gonna have to pit next time. It looks like if
And
they
it
don't pit
looks
this
like-
time.
And LT, even if he wants to pit, it's not
He
like
can't.
he's going to be able to because he's on the outside and
There's
not
none of
a
them.
single soul. That was
I mean,
not a smart
looking at Big
decision.
Jim's fuel, he has to pit this time, so that means others are probably gonna have to pit this time.
Yeah, all the guys that were running at the front, Big Jim, Workman, Dirty Boy, LT probably has to pit as well. Arrow, he's been very aggressive.
Like maybe
somebody
Brennan can try and stay on the lap, but
I'm thinking Brennan and Pens are. Yep, here comes
You
Big
can see
Jim.
them-
He's gonna pit this time.
yeah, a lot of them
Boys on
sneaking.
the second lane, they need to like make a decision. LT, they are. This is gonna be a really interesting pit entry.
Looks like some of them have
A lot
enough fuel to go
guys.
around another lap.
Looks like 4 of them stay out. Split it half and half.
Yeah,
Workman,
so
great pit entry. Big Jim, great pit entry. Arrow and Jocko.
that works out for
And
all
it
of
looks
them.
like AJ's gonna come in and somebody else back there. Tango or Air Diddy. And we're at 3 wide per second.
They're gonna have to pit
KY
this lap. It looks like so.
KY Colonel bit the lap previous. It's Craig who came in, and Jesse has obviously pulled the plug on trying to stay out as well.
The leaders have signaled to pit.
And now what does the Tango man do? And now, oh man, Dirty Boy is getting in the grass. Oh, Dirty Boy. Oh. Bunch of them in the grass.
That was close.
LT might have sped on pit entry. It was
No,
a great
we're good,
pit entry
barely.
if he did. And it looks like Tango is now your leader.
That
I
Tango
saw him
strategy.
stay out.
There he is.
Yeah, Tango's coming up on Jocko, Workman, and Arrow. It looks like one of them actually might have sped or took 2 and they all took 4.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I only see 3 of them here.
Yeah.
Looks like they might have taken 2, or they all might have taken 4, because
Yeah, if they're tailing
Big
the
Jim
lead lap,
is way in front. Big Jim has maybe 8 seconds. All these guys all took 2, which is a smart move. And Big Jim might even lose. Yeah, Big Jim's not even going to be remotely close to your 2 in front. Oh man,
that's
Brennan and LT, great work. But all these guys took 4. Workman, Arrow.
and I just feel like you said, if you're
Jocko
gonna do
all
that
took
strategy, you pit sooner. You don't
You
pit
have
with them.
to. You're not gonna be.
You're not
able
gonna have
to-
time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The lead LT
And-
and Brennan have now is huge.
And it's monumental over people like Workman. Workman, I'll tell you, when he gets to the start-finish line, he's at the start-finish line. Now they're halfway through turn 1.
Yeah, and I mean,
you're not gonna gain that. And Tango is still on the racetrack. So no
Tango's on
one's
the
safe,
racetrack, but
really.
he's not the leader. The 19 is the leader. So
Tango hasn't pitted though, I don't think, unless he did. I'm just
he may
really
have
dumb.
snuck in there because looking on Big Jim's stream, LT is scored as the leader with Brennan right behind him. But
So, yeah, LT and Brennan, they actually
they played this perfectly.
absolutely amazing pit entry. Big Jim even, and he pitted before they did.
Workman has taken over 6th. He's already gained a second on 3rd place Big Jim, but that's still
How many
just too
laps
far.
to lap 50?
There are about 5 to go, so he's not gonna have time. But
It's gonna
he is
be-
showing
it's
the
gonna be-
pace of 4
It's gonna
tires.
be really close. If he makes it, it's gonna be close. And he's not getting challenged from Arrow because I think Arrow's in the same mindset as him. They want to get as many spots as they might be able to get to that third place pack. But this is great to see from Brennan. We haven't really seen this all season.
It's been a while since we've seen this Brennan.
He's been very unlucky.
Yeah.
And this is great to see him at the front here. And our own in-race reporter, LT. You know, we've seen LT. He's possibly should have maybe even gone 2 for 2.
Yeah.
Actually, I think he should have gone 2 for 2. I think wasn't it a late race yellow that caused him the race win? So.
And he was about a few laps away from there being no yellows being turned off. So.
Yeah, LT's showing he's the top dog currently in this field right now. Obviously, this isn't for points. This is for pride. And thinking that it's for pride. If I'm Brennan, I'm going for it.
And there, he's
pride.
looking. Oh.
He's thinking about it. I think he's got to wait. I think that was 3 to go right there.
Yeah, I'd wait until at least 2 to go, maybe even 1 to go.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
He's on the apron doing it.
But you have to get at least somewhat alongside because somebody like LT, he's going to roll the top really well. Like, get on his corner panel.
Yeah, get up there and try and side draft.
Hell, door him if you have to.
I mean, just doing that alone cost them a few tenths to 3rd place.
I think they have the time. They definitely have the time to mess around here. Big Jim's not that close, but you can see in the background working an Arrow. And here comes Brennan again.
Gonna try it again, this time a little bit sooner down the straightaway.
Oh, he's in the
grass. He still kept it down there, though.
I'm slowing down. Yeah, he took the corner perfectly, but he had the draft. Here comes Brennan. He might even get it.
He's clear.
How many laps? Till halfway, 1 or 2.
Should be.
He got loose. LT back to the outside.
It just depends because we've seen them call it the lap before halfway. Halfway is in 2 laps. But
okay, so this might be coming to the white here.
And with LT on the apron, I have to assume that this might be coming to the caution flag.
It is. It is.
And
the side by side for 3rd.
Unbelievable.
Big Jim over Dirty Boy.
Big baller Brennan. Unbelievable. We haven't seen this from him at all this season. We didn't really see it a whole lot in season 1, so it's great to see him back to his old ways. As he gets the halfway break win, which, you know, it doesn't mean a whole lot, but it means a little bit. You know, pride-wise, it's awesome.
I was about to say, as you mentioned, no points, but this is definitely a pride thing, you know? You're leaning at halfway. It shows that you have a fast car.
I would send LT to the outside wall for a halfway win, so I'm like Nexus Combat. Anyways.
And speaking of no points, the points entering this race, even though it's only 2 races in, it's very close to the top. You have Dirty Boy and KD, they're tied in points, and then LT only 1 point behind them.
And Workman's got to be up there somewhere too as well.
Yeah, you have.
I don't know how he did at Richmond, but he was very good at. Oh, we got extracurricular activity between Jocko and Arrow.
Oh.
And look at that, right?
There's Craig. Yep.
Told you, just stay out, you know, see what happens, and he's gonna get back here. And someone's gonna come down pit road. I hope everyone comes down pit road.
For the rest of the points, there's a tie for 4th between Brennan and Jocko. They're 9 back, and then you have Workman, and he's 11 back.
JC stayed out, but he might have been a lap car. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think he may have been a lap down and might be looking to either take the wave around or something along the lines of that.
I think you have to take the wave around. I'm not sure how the policy goes, but
with the new rules that were implemented after.
And for me, there is an absolute words that are too explicit commentary going on in the pit lane between these race cars. I saw some intriguing positions going on. And Big Jim might even win. I'm not really too sure. Big Jim might have had 2nd. There's a whole lot of lag going on there. I can't really tell.
Big Jim was 2nd, but he had a 15-2, so that pit stop left him.
Yeah, Big Jim's gonna get in front of LT on pit select again. Now here's if I'm picking lanes, all right, Brennan goes bottom. Big Jim, you know, he's been on top every restart, so I think he'll probably try top again.
I think he will go top again.
If I'm LT, it's a who's who. Who do you think's going to get a better restart? Personally, I think Brennan, so if I'm LT, I'm taking bottom. But it all depends. If Big Jim goes bottom, if I'm LT, I'm taking top.
Yeah, so basically, if the front two take either lane, if one goes top, one goes bottom, if I'm LT, I just go with the leader because I feel like he's gonna obviously
Yeah.
get the better restart.
It looks like Big Jim's already thinking about taking top. And then if I'm Dirty Boy, I just follow second, and then whatever lane has less cars for fifth on back. Really, there's only strategy for the first 4 cars. Personally, I feel.
Yeah, because then on back, it's kind of just you have to get lucky with what lane goes at that point. You're way too far back in the mess for it to
you
really
just
matter.
have to get lucky in general because you don't really know what's gonna go on. These guys are crazy.
Yeah.
In the pack,
So JC is taking the wave around. So I believe at the line they'll release him to go back around to get caught up to the back of the field. Brennan going top. And Big Jim followed him, so LT's gonna go bottom.
That was a smart move by LT. I think I don't know what JC's doing.
JC is actually the leader.
He is
now.
Is he the leader? So he stayed out. Interesting call. All right. Well, knowing that he stayed out, and he's on old tires, I think Big Jim made a great move. LT as well. Now LT just has to make sure he gets a good restart here, and maybe try to put him 3 wide.
Yeah, if you're LT, do you think you lay back a little bit on this restart in case the 37 does have some issues getting going?
I don't think JC will have issues. We've seen he is somebody that I'm pretty sure he's on controller, but he gets pretty decent restarts. So we'll see what the Clean Air can do for him on his nose. I don't know if he'll do a whole lot. He's not going to be on fresh tires, and the guys behind him are like the best of the best in this league. So we'll see what JC can do though.
It's going to be fun. He led a lap early on. Or if he didn't lead a lap, he was the leader early on after some big moves, so let's have to see what he can do here. Getting himself in track position, and you never know what could work out.
Yeah, if you have a wreck early, that could change the entire game.
Exactly. I mean, once again, those first 3 laps, no yellow, so if they wreck in the first 3, and JC could have been back in that mess if they do, and not automatically gain the spots.
Alright,
here we go.
JC oh, he faked him out. Oh,
now he's going.
Start.
That was perfect. He gapped them. Look at that.
Oh yeah, he didn't gap LT. LT was right on that, but man,
Brendan and Big Jim did not like that one.
Oh man, that was terrible. I'm sure Brennan's saying a whole bunch.
Look at
of
LT
stuff
with that grip already.
Oh yeah, he's got zero
to the
grip.
apron even. JC
nothing. He just moved out of the. Oh man.
Oh, he's into the pack. Oh, he's maybe the wrecked car. No, he saved it.
They all saved it. Beautiful stuff there. Beautiful save by everybody. Now Workman, what does he do? Where's KY? I want to know where KY is because he has a great car as well.
He's back there, way back around 9th, 10th.
Oh, he's got to get around Jesse, I believe that is. And this group of 7 already has a gap. Jesse's not the one you want in front because, all respect to Jesse, he's not the quickest guy here. If I want anyone in the front, I want KY in front with either Koala or Penn's pushing him.
3 wide. That's for second. Workman to the bottom, wasting no time trying to get back to the front. LT doors him a little bit.
You gotta be careful doing that, though. That's stuff people put in the memory bank. And Workman, he's driving really aggressive.
I'd be driving aggressive too in his situation. He wants a win so badly.
Yeah, arguably, he's had some of the best cars, So I think he's had an opportunity at winning Las Vegas as well. Threw that away, but he is driving really aggressive as he's going to go to the inside, trying to get second here.
At this point, I'm inclined to say the only thing that can stop Workman from winning is Workman himself, possibly.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Dirty Boys playing the line game,
Yeah,
If I'm LT, I'm not happy that I didn't get cleared there. But LT's a lot more calmer than I am, so he's probably not too worried about it.
There's Big Jim behind him as well. So.
Gonna play the line game again. That's my screw him here.
Yeah, he might get burned with it that time.
Yep, that's the deal with playing the line game,
CLT send into the corner trying to prove a point.
You get one move down a back straightaway, and hopefully your one move is blocking
Workman.
somebody. Oh, that was Dirty Boy's one move.
Yeah.
It's risky if you do two.
No more lane shifts.
Workman's gonna get to the inside. LT's gonna let Dirty Boy drift up the track, dive straight into his back bumper.
That rotation of the 20 is just so unbelievable.
It is great. He's got a big car underneath him, and look at Jocko.
Jocko
We
making
haven't
that
really said
inside
a whole
work.
lot
Arrow trying to go up the
about
center.
Jocko. Arrow's been driving aggressive all day, and Brennan,
The wall.
I think he aimed for the wall that time. There's no way. He had so much time to react. And now, if I'm working, line drop. You get one moving down the back. He didn't use
Oh,
it.
there's
He's
LT's
smart.
one move. There's Big Jim's one move.
Yeah, there you go. You know, you get one.
Oh, LT really
Move.
threw it off in there.
You get one realistic move. You can maybe try pulling off with two, but it usually involves contact. And Brennan, you know, I see Brennan's game here. He was doing this in the first stage. He's just riding in the back. If any mistakes are made, you know, he's just riding in the back of the pack. He's giving himself a little bit of a gap, so if there's wreck, he can avoid the contact, and then just get back up into the track and keep going. And it looks like oh, we got contact in the back, one hard in the inside wall.
I think that was
It might have been KY again.
Yeah, it was KY, and I think Koala was also down there around, so those two may have made some contact.
Somebody hit him. It wasn't Koala, I don't believe. But somebody hit him and just absolutely sent him into the inside wall. That's the second time for KY.
And for the lead.
Unless we got a yellow, you know, I think it's between these 7 and wherever Tango is, saving gas, probably.
Yeah, Tango might be trying to save that field, because I believe they are about a few laps short of making it.
Oh, we got contact in the back.
Again?
Somebody's lagging bad. That's Air Diddy, and he hit somebody. Arrow. Oh my god. Arrow is getting massive runs because he's just hanging out in the back, but with the spoilers on these things, he's gaining maybe 5 or 6 tenths on the backstretch and just launching it off into the corner. Look at him. He's all over the place in this draft, and understandably, the draft makes you extremely loose in this game, so...
Yeah.
Personally, I'm not a big fan. Oh, yep, he got loose there. Lord Brennan. That's a shame, because Brennan's just trying to ride around. He might even lose draft because of that, and so might Arrow.
They did a good job keeping out of the wall, though. That was head straight for the wall. But as you mentioned, that mistake could take them out. I think Arrow will be able to
Arrow... Yeah, I think Brennan's got it. But if Brennan and Arrow get dropped, the only one out of the top 5 that, you know, it's not unexpected Jocko being in the top 5, but it's unexpected that he's running with 4 guys in front because they've shown time and time again they are the class of the Elite Racer Series. They are the best 4 out of the top 5, and then when Katie's here, obviously, you know, with 5 out of the top 5, so... Oh man, it looked like Dirty Boy actually hit the wall.
Here comes Jocko trying to look low.
And in this group behind, they lost KY, so now they have AJ doing the pacemaking back up for him with Pens and Koala pushing, which might work because, you know, he's not the slowest. And if you go back and look at JC and see what he's doing, and then you remember back to Grover Phoenix,
yeah,
he might have actually
he's back with
pitted.
Tango now.
He pitted, so he actually is on fresh tires. I thought for a second there he was saving fuel, which we've seen him do that before. So
some say fuel and tires at Phoenix and Kroger and ended up out-tangoing Tango.
It's like, oh man, Brennan's just barely, and Jocko might have even lost the draft.
That actually helps Brennan a little bit, though. If Jocko can stay with it, it gives some draft to Brennan as well, possibly.
Yeah, and he actually got back to the lead. He was in about 3rd or 4th.
Caution is out.
And caution is out on the racetrack.
Oh,
Not sure
AJ
where.
in the 54 was one of them.
Oh, that's a shame. Maybe contact between AJ and Pens or Koala. They were running next to each other. See if the 54 does anything once he gets caught up in the field.
So now you definitely pit here. You definitely take 4.
And that hurts Tango.
Yeah, that ruins his whole strategy.
I don't know how many laps you have left. Probably roughly around the 33 or 32 range, and he's definitely not saving that much gas.
No, it was possibly doable before, but unless...
Oh, whoa, JC, what the hell?
Oh,
Oh, he's getting his lap back. Okay.
Because like, oh
I
my
just saw
gosh, he
him
may have hit
barreling
arrow
off.
going through there.
I just saw him barreling off in there.
Normally the wave around goes around the outside. Uh,
Yeah, that's what I
he
was
decided the
thinking.
inside was the place
Yeah.
he wanted to be.
Now, if I'm an LT, I want to get as close to Workman's back bumper as I can. Obviously, he didn't do the best of job there. So he might actually lose the spot to Dirty Boy.
So, right here as they cross the line, there's 37 to go, so they'll go here with about 35 to go.
Oh my!
There's a
Oh,
pile
wow.
up on pit road.
We have 4 or 5 cars just absolutely. They are.
Oh, they're sorting it out. Don't worry.
Not for me. I got 3 cars that are like on top of each other,
Oh no, they sorted it out for me.
and Workman is going to win the race off pit lane.
Did LT actually? Oh, it's close between him. He
Oh,
did get it.
kept second. All right.
That was oh so close. He's lucky he had
All
the
I'm
momentum
saying
coming off
is,
pit road.
I kind of wish he would have lost that spot. 'Cause,
So
you know,
you could have proven a
we got
point.
him in the grass. Oh wow! What is going on back there? I don't know if you see them, but they're like way off in the grass.
Yeah, it'd be 8. Tens.
Well, Pens is Canadian and he likes to drink, so if I had to guess, Pens is probably drunk. And he's Canadian, so
I'm
that
getting word
doesn't
from
help
JC.
either.
He had a glitch that told him he had like 30 laps of fuel, so he stayed out and it killed him.
Oh, nice! Did you expect anything less out of a 704 game? That is the real question.
So Tim, while we have time, right before we choose, should we get an interview with our in-race reporter presented by Double G Construction and Roofing?
Yeah, I think that would be a smart idea. All right, I'll ask the first question here, LT. Seems like you've had a strong car all race long, so what's your plan here with about 30 laps to go?
Yeah, Workman has a really fast car. I think he has the best one. He's really tough to pass. He turns really well. But that's for the rest of the pack. I mean, I feel like I have a fast car. Just got to stay up front, stay out of trouble, and be in that lead pack at the end and hopefully go for the win.
You mentioned Workman having the best car. Obviously, there is a little bit of a sentimental aspect to him wanting to win this race. So, I mean, if you're in first on the last lap and he's in second, do you expect something in 3 and 4 to possibly occur?
Yeah, I do. I know he's going to do whatever he can to win, and I get that. He's racing with a heavy heart, so of course my heart goes out to the people that he lost, and if he could win, that would be great. But I also want to win too, so we'll go for it. See what happens.
There you have it, half a lap until the restart, which will come about 35 to go.
Yeah, Joe, you said it there yourself. He's driving with extra inspiration tonight.
Yep.
And, I would hope, if he's racing somebody who's really nice, they wouldn't let him win for the competition's sake. But, you never know. Some of these guys are really nice guys who are out here. So it's just going to be, I think it's going to be a great race. Workman's got a bad, fast race car, so.
And he's been
gonna be hard.
He's been a very.
It's gonna be hard to pass him.
He's been one of the most aggressive drivers out here too. So it's fast race car aggressive driver. That is big fun, especially at a track like this.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I know.
Oh, look at that stack up on the restart. Like the 5th or 6th row just timed it poorly and just ran right to the back of the cars in front. I think KY was one of them.
They timed it good. They timed it really good. They just timed it too good.
They timed it good to hit the radiators out.
LT lost 3 spots. Actually, it's only going to be 2 here, but oh man, we got some huge contact in the back. KY's getting blocked by Craig. He's probably all mad about that, but it is what it is.
LT trying to get back to 3rd and clear arrow. Looks like he will.
Now somebody I'm going to watch on this restart is Quali's right around in the middle of the pack, so I can see the entire pack from Quala. If anything happens, I'll be able to see it.
So you're going for the lead. 42, Jocko into Quala.
Oh. All right, we're switching camera angles. Quala is out of it.
I think you jinxed him. It's like the first time I
Dirty
actually call
Boy.
his name all day long.
Yeah, he's straight hitting the Austin Dillon wall. Alright, anyways, Workman has lost the lead to Dirty Boy, and Dirty Boy, look at that corner entry there. He doesn't have the center off. Workman's got the best car. Look at this.
Now
To the
carry him all the way
outside.
down the straightaway with that draft.
Oh,
Good block by Dirty Boy.
I don't know if you saw it. Yeah, Dirty Boy just very subtle. Moved up the hill a little bit, so he blocked that half the lane that he was going for. Arrow. Oh.
They tried to split Workman there. Here comes Big Jim through the
Yeah.
middle of it all.
Yeah, you know, this is, and look, 5 guys gone already.
Yeah, I mean,
And
these
if-
are the
if-
5
if
though that
those
you would
guys
expect to
battling
pull away.
If those 5 battle, or those 3 battling for third, they're not smart. You know, and Workman got right on the corner panel.
Wow.
Track what I'm about to say, because they figured it out. But Workman, he's driving really aggressive. Oh man, Dirty Boy, if I'm Dirty Boy, right on his corner panel, right now, hit him with it.
LT to the bottom.
Ooh,
Big
he
Jim
almost hit
to the
grass.
top. They're 4 wide into turn 1.
4 wide, LT. Smart man.
That was very smart.
Big Jim, not so smart.
Yeah, he shoved it where there was maybe 3/4 of a.
Okay, now if I'm
car
Dirty
width.
Boy, right on his corner panel, he tried, but...
Look at Arrow. He's gonna
Big
take
Jim.
that run.
And 3 wide for the lead again, and you know Arrow ain't gonna back out of it. He's shown he's aggressive.
All 5 of these drivers have been aggressive here tonight. That's why they're at the front.
You have 2 of the guys who were top 2 in the points last season. You have 2 that are you have 3 that are currently battling for it out right now. So, these are, I'd arguably say these are the 5 best in the league currently.
Yeah, the best of the best, that is for sure. They're showing that they're able to break away from the pack behind, but
Oh, Dirty Boy's gonna put it 3 wide.
he got-
Kind of messed up that move,
Oh.
but it helped him out that Workman got extremely close to Big Jim's door there.
looking back around 6, they're getting single file. It's JC leading them up, trying to get to these front 5.
You know what, JC? If you put in the right adjustments, he had a good car.
He did.
On that first run, is they're gonna go 4 wide again.
This time Arrow's on the
LT.
outside. Oh, he's squeezing up!
LT lifted out of it again, and that second pack has the draft.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep doing this
but
3
JC
and 4 wide
slips up.
stuff.
Oh my good God, they're getting so close in this pack. It's like Daytona right now. You have 3 cars on the outside, 2 on the inside. That is definitely Daytona math right there.
Big Jim trying to clear Dirty Boy on the inside.
Oh, Workman, I think you want to get in front of Arrow, but I think he's gonna have to settle for behind Arrow.
LT with a good
Arrow,
push to the
he'll put
3.
it. Arrow will put it in any hole that
He
is.
might put it in the
there.
grass here.
Yeah,
to make
and
that
Dirty
move.
Boy's gonna lift out of it. Now
Look
he's
at
gonna
Arrow.
shove it up the inside of LT. And if I'm LT, I'll remember that as well.
Arrow slid up. LT trying to get the run off, but still has to go wider because now there are
here's-
2 cars under him.
Here's the question I want to ask you, Joe. This is the same situation we had in the first segment, and some guys took 2, some guys took 4.
Yep.
If I'm taking 4, you have to pit earlier.
You have to
there's
pit
no
sooner.
if, ands, or buts. You have to pit maybe with like, oh, Workman gives LT the business. Looks like LT's going to get the draft from Big Jim though. And if I'm Big Jim, and Big Jim now as the leader, you have to see who has the best car. And the best car, I believe, is Workman on all of these straightaways. If I'm any of the top 4, you know, do you help Workman? Because he has the best race car in the corners. On the straights, if you're not helping him as much, he's probably going to put 3 wide here.
Staying with
Chuck,
LT.
he did it.
Being a little bit more patient this time. Dirty Boy wandering around trying to find a way to go.
Oh, Workman got tight there. LT got a little tight.
Look at Workman get down to that white line though. Painted it.
Look at this. This right here is the strong suit of the racetrack one. He's able to get so low. Look, he's trying to.
Oh,
into the grass.
no, the
Oh,
48
there
and the
goes,
10.
Guys. Oh, 48 and the 10. 48 of Arrow might come back up the track.
He's
Beautiful
saving it for
save.
now.
Beautiful save. Working
there's-
to the lead off of that.
Yeah, 3 wide for the
Oh,
lead.
that is
LT
a shame
backed
for
out.
Arrow. But now, the second pack is Dirty Boy.
Yeah.
If they can stay with Dirty Boy, we know he can catch these 3.
Well, now they have to get single filed out because there's only 3 of them. They can definitely run them down.
And KY's at the front as well, and KY's another one of those guys who's
If
really
I'm KY, I
fast.
let Dirty Boy get in front of me and take me up to them.
I don't even, you know, KY and Dirty Boy, they both They're really greatly set up. So either one of those guys, you don't want anyone who's slower. You want to be able to catch them because you want to get.
Oh, there it is! Tango into the outside wall.
Oh yeah, Tango. That's one more car.
Oh, he might get the guy coming from pit road.
Oh, looks like 2 guys spun there. They might call
that was Air Diddy coming
sure.
off pit road that got collected.
What's the call of LT? Is that a yellow?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
That is a yellow. Here's the race back. Who wants what position?
So Tim, you said that this wouldn't play into Tango's hand, but
and
we're
now
back in
it might even be worse for Tango's hand because we know if maybe it just waited a little bit like it happened earlier.
Oh, they're in the grass coming back to the line. The 10 and the 42 wrecked after the caution.
Oh yeah, that is
the 9 and the 8.
3, 4.
Brennan.
Oh, KY.
The 1 and the 54.
Oh wow.
The 10 and the 1 are not happy.
Pissed. KY is pissed. They're gonna hit LT. Oh man. They are fighting down the back straightaway here.
What do you think this could be over?
And what is happening? KY is a human wrecking ball. Dirty Boy's just driving into the wall for some reason. He decided he just doesn't want to be part of this race anymore. He's trying to take the right front off.
I think everyone's doing it. Oh no!
And Dirty Boy just...
well, Cabo should be parked for this race, maybe the rest of this.
I'm not sure if that was scripted, if Brennan told them to do that. We'll see what KY
WWE.
does. I don't... yeah, I'm really confused.
What do you think all that was about?
There? I don't know, maybe... Oh, I think Workman might have sped there. And if Workman sped there, that's gonna be bad because look how far up alongside Big Jim he got. He's actually in front of Big Jim, and that...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a little sketchy there. I don't know. He might have just screwed himself, and it looks like Qual actually might have left.
Did JC stay out again?
JC's got those extra 30 laps of fuel, so he's ready to win this thing. Wouldn't be the move I would make. Workman didn't speed actually. Big Jim just had a really bad pit exit. Who's gonna beat up? Who's gonna beat who off?
JC said he doesn't know how much fuel he had left.
And Workman is going to be the guy who
that pit entry did it for him.
Pit road. And I'm telling you, LT just listened to us a little bit more. He probably gained a spot on Big Jim there.
So JC is the leader because it's glitched. He doesn't know how much fuel he has.
Well, if I'm JC, just go down pit lane, get 4 fresh tires. What are you doing?
Maybe his tires are glitched too.
There's people of the world, right, Joe, that are next level. And JC is one of those people. Oh, I like JC, I really do, but
he's getting Energizer some time on TV.
Some screen time when they don't deserve it, but anyways.
So now what do you do? Obviously last time JC was leaning on a restart, he gapped the field. So
yeah, he gapped the field for one corner and then went flying up the racetrack into the outside wall. So I don't want to be, if I'm Workman, don't go in the lane he's in, and he's going to pit here. Probably a smart decision.
So he'll pit at the choose lap. So I think they're going to go green with about 22 to go, which is why you're going to see a lot of guys topping off here.
Oh, is it 22 to go?
I think they're going to restart with 22 to go. That's the amount of fuel you have, but you lose fuel here over a run at Michigan.
Oh yeah, if I'm any of these front guys like Workman you see speeding up there, I'm not speeding up. Even if Brennan's telling me to, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as slow as I possibly
look at Workman.
can.
I think Workman is currently in neutral. Look where he's
That's
running.
what Big Jim's doing. Big Jim is coasting it in neutral. Meanwhile, you have drivers at the back that came down pit road. They need to get off pit road as quick as they can because they will not extend this yellow for them.
Yeah. And if I'm thinking, if I'm LT, I'm also running it in neutral, not directing it toward anybody there or anything, but it'd probably help you a little bit. And even then, you might even have to save a little bit more.
Yeah.
As you see Workman speed neutral, he's going to be in neutral all the way till about turn 3, and then he'll speed up again and put it in neutral.
Basically, like in real life, pulling up alongside the pace car and then just shutting the engine off, letting it coast. It's basically what they're doing right here.
Now he's going to do it here on the apron as well.
You need
Little
to get every
details
ounce of
that
fuel
can
they
go
can.
a long way.
Because
And
when they
even
go
if
back
you
green, they're
like,
still going to be short, probably.
even if you run out with like a quarter of a lap or half a
You
lap,
get
that
some
you
leniency.
might even, you don't really get any leniency. It'll turn off pretty quick, but it splutters, and that spluttering can help you.
Well, we'll see how this
And here we
restart
go,
goes.
green flag.
Even.
Now, I didn't realize how many laps were left. Tango, perfect scenario for Tango. I think he was one of the guys that topped off
Yeah,
as well.
he topped off. 22 to go, and you get 22 laps on a tank. So
Oh,
Tango.
LT.
Oh, the
There they
one!
go. Oh, huge wreck. Oh,
But
wow.
that will
That
not
was.
be a yellow.
It
Brennan
won't
also
be a
involved.
yellow. But look, 4 guys.
Yep.
4 guys. That is KY. Way too aggressive there. It looked like LT even was on the apron. I don't really know what happened there. LT,
Yeah.
you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I just tried to stay off of whoever was on the outside.
Big Jim already saving. He's trying to save now so that he can go hard later in the run. He's putting it in neutral, entering the corners.
That's a risky thing to do. But he has a wheel and pedals. I'm not sure what Workman has. I think he's on controller.
Again, he just clutched it into the corner. He is right now trying to save the fuel now so that he can go hard later.
If I'm Workman, Dirty Boy, LT, I say make Jim be the lead car.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're Workman, you definitely don't want to be leading it. You can't really save fuel.
I wouldn't want to be leading it at this point anyways. Like, you gotta save a little bit of fuel.
But do you think Workman's also saving because the pack behind is catching? Those 2 cars are kind of running these 4 down.
I think everybody's in the front 4 are saving.
Because you can
LT,
see, look at that's what AJ and some others. I think Workman is also saving fuel. He's just kind of running with the pack right now. He might be. Is he stepping out to let them by?
Yeah, he is. And I don't know if you saw it. Big Jim just absolutely walled the 10 of Dirty Boy there. And LT's gonna get around. And all these guys are playing the slow game.
Yeah.
If I'm somebody like AJ, I'm just gonna fly right on by these guys.
Well, at some point, right, there could be a yellow that comes out, and then you have track position.
Look at these guys. Look how slow they're going. AJ just flew around 2 of them.
It's a game of who can go the slowest while going the fastest. Right now, Big Jim is doing that pretty well.
Now, if I'm AJ, I get as big of a gap as I possibly can. These guys are obviously playing the slow game. You know, they're gonna be able to run pretty hard at the end. And if you make it and you get like a 3-second gap or something like that, and then you start,
It's
start
possible.
to save. But AJ is saving a little bit there too, because he lost a lot of ground to Big Jim and Dirty Boy there. And I think this is smart from Workman. He led the first couple laps. He's letting them know he's got the strongest car here. But now, if you're gonna follow anybody, LT is definitely the one to follow, because LT, we've seen he knows when to put the hammer down and let loose. These guys are still saving gas, and you got to be careful, because I'm looking at the back half of this pack. They cannot let Tango go. Tango, he already has.
I'm trying to look at Big Jim, how short he is 3/4 of a lap short on fuel right now. Big Jim is.
And look, AJ and Jocko, instead of trying to catch up and use the draft in front of them, they've actually let those 2 guys go.
Yeah, that's
and now,
shocking.
if I'm Tango, Jesse, they topped on fuel, so they're probably good. If I'm Tango, you know what I'm doing right now?
Pushing.
Full bore.
Make these guys use their fuel.
Make them use their fuel. Yeah, exactly. Jocko's going to fly around the outside of AJ. AJ's starting to save fuel here as well.
He's on the apron. The 8 shoving LT.
8's now up AJ's booty.
And AJ let him go. AJ on the apron might be trying to drop back and save some more fuel.
LT's saving more.
As you mentioned, those guys at the back that have the fuel, they need to just pressure all these guys into using their fuel.
Go Tango.
I mean, they might still be short, but in terms of...
I don't know if Jocko can make it, but he's definitely going to put a bid in here. Look, he's going to pass Dirty Boy on the outside because they're in neutral for a long way down that straightaway. Jocko's going to get around him. And Jocko is one that can get a gap if they're still saving in neutral.
And I think Penz is also going to try that same strategy in the 8.
Yeah, this is a good strategy. This is what I would do. Because then late in the run, they don't know if you can make it.
Yeah.
And now if I'm Big Jim and Dirty Boy, you gotta stay with Jocko. you might be able to use his draft and everything.
I think that's exactly what they're going to do now. They're going to maybe run it part throttle down the straightaway, save some more fuel that way.
Right here, yeah, that time Big Jim did not put it. He might have put it in neutral for a split second.
I'll look and see.
Like if I'm Jocko, paint the white line, paint the yellow line, every corner.
He did put in. He actually put in neutral for longer, but that draft just carried him into the corner.
Big Jim is a smart man.
Yeah, he saved so much fuel since the last time I've looked at his fuel. He's now a little less than half a lap short.
Yeah, now that's gonna worry the other guys. You know, obviously LT can hear what we're saying. So LT now, yeah, he has to think. I have to catch up then. If Big Jim is in the front of this pack, saving that much fuel, you know, LT's got to start making his move forward, and hopefully he's saving gas as well. Because if he gets outside of the draft of Big Jim and Dirty Boy here, once they start going, they're gonna lose a little bit of time, and it's gonna be hard to run back.
Look at the 8. Pens is not saving at all.
Oh yeah, he's not saving. I don't know if you just saw how hard he hit the back end of Dirty Boy. Well,
rocked the whole 10 car, I'm pretty sure.
And Tango is just right in the back. I think Tango's gonna wait till about 4 or 5 to go. I think that's when you pull the plug. You just go for it.
You have to wonder.
Jocko,
the only person we can see on in terms of fuel is Big Jim. How is Dirty Boy and Workman? How are they on fuel?
Yeah, Dirty Boy's just been following Big Jim. And look, Jocko, that's smart. Don't let them
breaking the draft. Yep.
That's smart.
Don't give them an opportunity to save your fuel.
Yeah, now driving in deep here, you want to break the draft for this next straightaway.
That's what he did. Look at that. He pulled.
He might. They still have his draft, I think, but another one is doing the strategy is Pens.
Big Jim is a quarter of a lap short. And he still has 12 laps.
And look, Workman has worked himself up to P5.
Oh, he's getting challenged, though.
It's fine, he's going to have the draft here. Everyone's ripping the top because Jocko he's really trying to break the draft. And he might actually have broken the draft with Big Jim.
Now, at some point, Big Jim's going to be able to unleash it shortly here.
And I'm going to be muted for a split second. My headset's about to die.
There comes Pens. He's looking to try and get on Dirty Boy. Workman looking to maybe get by the 8. In terms of Big Jim, he is under a quarter of a lap for making it now on fuel. He is right on the money.
Oh, now I think he's starting to get the flow back now. He just chased the draft down. And Jocko pushed too hard, I think, trying to get away. If you're going to push that hard, you have to get a gap. He did not.
You see Big Jim, he is right there now. I think that was basically his signal that I'm good on fuel.
Yeah, I think he's pushing now.
I know he's still a quarter of a lap short looking at, so... But he thinks he's close enough to where maybe he could just sputter it there.
Sputter it home, yeah. I think he still put it in neutral in that corner. He's going pretty slow.
So here comes Tango.
Workman's fifth Tango.
Tango's had enough.
Tango is good on fuel. If you want to follow a guy, Tango's the one to follow. Craig's gonna give Tango the dirties a little bit there. But Tango, now this is what I want to watch. Tango is good on fuel. He's not saving anything. If I'm LT, Arrow, I'm just following him through. Because all these guys are saving, their entries are slower.
Oh, we got one in the grass, Arrow.
Beautiful save. Craig kind of came down the track a little bit.
JC's brought up a good point. How can he save fuel when he doesn't know how much he has?
Well, you know, JC, this is where you just pray and then you just...
I think Workman might be done saving fuel.
Raise hail, praise Dale, JC. Good luck.
Dirty Boy might still be saving. I think Workman, if he's not done,
I think Workman's saving still too, because I don't know if you just saw how hard Tango hit the rear end.
I don't think he's saving as much as some of the others around him, though, which is good for his case.
And I'm fairly confident that Penn and Jocko are not.
Yeah, they're probably going to run out. Oh, and Jocko is lagging again.
Lag? That might have been lag. Oh, look at Tango. He went way wide. I don't know if Tango thought that was his lag. If I'm Tango, I'm staying up there. Oh, Craig! Beautiful. And Dirty Boy just put Tango in the wall. I don't know what that's about.
JC got DC'd, so.
Well. Tango's trying to make a move on the outside.
Big Jim still putting it in
Tango.
neutral. Jocko trying to pressure him to keep him from saving fuel.
And I'm telling you, the guys in second and third definitely cannot make it.
Yeah, they are. They're praying a yellow
Pens
comes out
might,
here.
You know what? I've raced with Pens before. Pens might be able to make it. But Jocko, he was out front for so long trying to pull away.
I don't see a way Jocko can. He's getting loose
and
now.
Jocko's loose as well. And they cannot let Big Jim go either. So
Look at Workman trying to go low with him.
yeah, Workman's just trying to find a lane that works. And look at Tango. He's slowly on the outside making his moves. He doesn't want to be involved with any of these guys.
And with 6 to go this time by, at some point you just have to just say screw it and go.
It's about to get absolutely crazy.
Penn's now in second. Jocko way up the track. Workman trying to get to third.
Now these are the laps where championships are won. Who's going to be the first one to say, you know what, I'm tired of riding in this pack and just go for gold? You see Tango's trying, but he's also running the top, which he can save a little bit of fuel there. So I'm not too
Workman's
sure.
going to protect the bottom off Tango.
I don't know if Workman's protecting or making a move here, because Jocko's kind of going slow as well. He's going to be the one that pulls the plug and just goes for it, because you can definitely just visually
It might be
see
Workman, honestly.
You can visually see they are going slower than they were before. Workman's going to make a move here. I think Workman's ready to go. He's going to make a move there. And Craig in the wall.
Big Jim is just about good on fuel now to where he won't even start sputtering, it looks like.
You have 9 guys in the front here. And I think Tango is well aware of that. Look at Tango. He's 3 wide on the bottom. He's trying to make his move now.
Is that LT moving out?
LT's starting to move as
Workman
well.
hitting Jocko.
Tango!
Oh no.
Oh, and they might have lost Big Jim.
Yeah, the front
Penn.
2.
Now, what would that be if Penn won this race?
Oh man, we'll see if third place can try and break away and try and run them down. I'm gonna see if Big Jim is
Place is
clutching.
Jocko, and Jocko has to save. I'm fairly confident that Jocko has to save a little bit. Unless he was one of the guys that popped off at the end of the run.
Big Jim is still clutching into the corners.
And I think LT is past Tango, is past Dirty Boy, is past
He's
Arrow. I
had
think
enough to
LT
save
is
him.
going for it. I think LT's going for it.
Well, 3 to go at the line.
Tango's going for it. But look at the gap they have to catch up. If they're low on gas.
Is Penn's running
Not
out?
smart. I doubt he'll be out already. Oh, Craig in the grass. Oh, man.
Workman again.
LT got boxed in there. Workman's going to get third here. He drove in there with a purpose. Look at that. Look how fast he cleared him. I think Workman's ready to go.
And he's hoping these front 2 can get side by side at some point, but Penn's is just losing ground to Big Jim, who's now breaking the draft.
Is this coming to one to go? Are we
It's
at
coming
1.5
to
to go?
2 to go at the line.
2 to go at the line. All right. And Workman, look at that. Look at that corner speed. I think Workman's ready to go.
Yeah.
Workman's going to cross.
There goes
the
Jocko.
car and
He's
get
giving
to his
it up.
inside. Look at Penn. Oh, there we go. You know, I knew. And look at the gap Workman's got now. Now Workman has to get to the front.
He has to clear the 8 as quick as possible.
Beautiful move. I think the 8 is saving a little bit of fuel. Now getting that draft of that 3 car and just ride it as hard as you can. If you run out of gas, you run out of gas.
Yeah, I think Big Jim will be good on fuel. I think Workman, with how long he was saving, should be good on fuel as well. The question is, can they run Jim down?
Workman will. Workman will. And I think now Big Jim stopped saving, so it could start spluttering to the line, and people in that
Here's the
that
white
third,
flag.
And people in that second pack.
Big Jim
Tango's
has
the one
lost
leading it.
fuel. He's running out off of 4 now. He was running out at the start-finish line, so that pushing has lost him fuel.
This is gonna be a great finish. What does Workman have? Has Workman saved enough gas?
I think
The 8's out of fuel. The 8
is out,
of
but
gas.
for Workman, he doesn't care. He'll just send the 3 if he needs to. Look at him going down to the apron, down the back, trying to get to the inside.
He's not there. He's not there.
He
Jim's
is,
trying to block
maybe.
him. Oh, Jim blocked him hard.
He blocked him
He's
really
gonna
hard.
run out. Who's gonna run out here?
Does Big Jim ever sputter to the line? And if he does, can Workman find a way around to the checkered flag?
To the line.
Big Jim!
Oh, Big Jim started to sputter at the line.
Wow. Big Jim was
Tango's
at
gonna
0
get third
off
out
of
of
4, and maybe 50 feet before the line, the 3 started sputtering.
Oh man, that is great timing there out of Big Jim.
If this were Talladega, Big Jim would not have won that race.
Woo. Workman got second, third goes to Tango, and fourth LT.
I know that's got to be hard for a lot of drivers to save fuel at a track like that, but
oh yeah,
they all did it. Man.
Wow, that was a great finish.
Yeah.
He really tried to get to the inside there. It definitely wasn't a lack of trying. I thought, look at these guys right here in that picture shot. They're all out of gas.
Their AIs are swerving because they're no longer with fuel.
Yeah.
What a finish it was. Last season's champion gets it done in his first race of the season.
Big Jim showing why he was the champion last season coming out here.
Workman and Tango playing the strategy well along with LT.
You know, that's great. That's great for Tango. I think last season he was third in the points.
Mm-hmm.
He's been all right. You know, he made that mistake in Las Vegas, which probably cost him the win.
Yeah. Arrow got a top 5 out of that as well. And Dirty Boy's 6th. Brennan, after some guys ran out, ended up in 17th, though he wasn't in the pack at the end. He was about 30 seconds behind it.
That was definitely a great finish to that race.
Yeah, that was really, really good. And we have third place in here, Tango. And Tango looked like it was going to be right in your wheelhouse there at the end. Yellow came out with about 25 to go. You restarted with 22 to go. You topped off as well. What was your strategy there? Because it looked like you were a little bit better on field than some of those others around you.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be close for everybody, so I kind of expected some people to be able to make it. I was just hoping that I could move forward through the pack once I had saved enough fuel. And I just didn't have the car to be able to get up there and contend with Workman and Big Jim. But definitely pleased with getting the third place finish there.
Tim, do you have anything to add on?
Yeah, Tango, like Joe said, I thought this was your race to lose there when that yellow came out right around that fuel barrier. We know you're really great at saving fuel, so when I saw you start to push there, I'm pretty sure you were good to go. Just looked like you didn't have the car under you there. What adjustments do you think you could have done to maybe have a better chance there at the end?
Well, I had made a wedge adjustment, trying to tighten it up, because once you start saving, it always wears out that right rear, I've always noticed. So I made that adjustment to try to save the right rear, because I didn't know how much saving I was going to need to do to be able to make it to the finish. But once I had saved enough, which only took eight laps, I think, then it was just too tight, and that wedge adjustment was starting to hurt me after that.
There you go. That is great analysis from one of the best at fuel saving in the business. Congratulations, Tango, on a third place. Really, really good run, and we'll see you in future races.
Thank you, guys.
And we'll move on to second place finisher Workman. I know you wanted this one so badly, and it was within grasp once again. Take us through the end. You were one of the most aggressive drivers out there all day long, for good reason. So what was it like having to save fuel at the end to tone down that aggression and just kind of ride in line into the draft?
You said, I mean, that absolutely sucked. Gosh, I don't know if I've ever had a car that could just do whatever it wanted whenever it wanted the entirety of a run. Yeah, that was definitely one of the wins I wanted the most here in a while, for obvious reasons. This past week has felt like a month, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I knew we had a decent chance of making it to the end. It was just a matter of, when to pull the pin and start going. For about 4 laps to go is when I went, and kind of Tango just made mention of it. Probably should have made a little bit of adjustment on that last pit stop to tighten the car up a little bit so that right rear didn't wear down as much. 'Cause there was times I had to kind of pedal it a little bit off the corner. Um, didn't get as much of a run that I wanted to off for coming to the light, because that's where I felt like my car was best. It was a lot better getting in the one than the three. And then it was just, had a little bit of a run off of two, and that was my only shot was to go down, try to get a little bit of a nose under Jim there. Congrats to him, by the way. He ran an awesome race. We were definitely 1-2. Um, but yeah, like I said, probably the worst win I've ever wanted to win so bad. And I mean, sucks you didn't get the win, but still just have a shot. Um, I hope this is good for everyone at Judson. And we'll try again next week.
Yeah, I think Tim will agree with me that when watching you go through 3 and 4 1 2, your car just looked the best, painting the white line or the yellow line down there. So it's really really good. Tim, do you have anything to add on?
Uh, I think you pointed out all the points there. I think you had by far the best car. It was able to just whatever you wanted to do within the entirety of the run, even on the long run, you were able to just keep it right down there on the white line there, and it looked like you had the strongest car of the day. You think you could have done anything different there going into 3 and 4? Did you want to give him, a little bit of the elbow grease there?
I tried to be honest, but I was about an inch too far back. He kind of had me somewhat cleared, and it was either keep my foot in it and probably spin out on the apron or just lift and, hope for something off of four. I mean, I told him during the middle of the race that, I was going to try to do what I had to do, but at the same time, I wasn't just going to take a guy out and, take myself out going for it. But I mean, and plus, too, I mean, me and Jimmy there's a couple times during that race we worked well together, and a lot of times where we were just racing each other really hard, really clean. Um, but yeah, like I said, it sucks. It really sucks. But just trying to look at the positives. I saw a few people from Judson tuning in to the race, and I hope this was somewhat of a healing process for everything that's gone on since Tuesday. And we'll just try to get the next win.
Well, I think you summed everything up well. Congratulations on your second place, and good luck in the coming races.
Thanks, guys.
And we'll move on to the race winner, Big Jim. Talk about perfectly saving fuel. I looked on your stream, you sputtered at the start-finish line. Take us through that whole process. I say clutching into the corners and everything along the lines of that.
Yeah, that was intense. I've never actually succeeded at saving enough fuel, especially at a place like Michigan where you end up losing a little bit a lap if you're going all out. But I mean, we got the track position, we stayed up front, and I guess that right there, being able to clutch and knowing that Dirty Boy and everyone behind me, they weren't good on fuel either. I was just kind of banking on not getting run over. Jocko passed us, and I was like, well, I'll just let him go, maybe save a little behind him. But once we got back to the lead, went back to conservation mode.
Yeah, what was it like getting behind Jocko there? Did that help more save fuel? Because I thought I saw you save a good chunk of fuel one lap right behind Jocko in his draft.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just sat there, I didn't imagine that he was going to be able to make it in the first place because I hate saying it, but that whole opportunity with saving fuel, you have to either have a clutch or you have to have a shifter, and I had the shifter tonight. I didn't use the clutch, but you just throw it in neutral. The guys on controller, unfortunately, they can't do that, but yeah, I did use Jocko a little bit to save some fuel.
Tim, do you have anything to ask our race winner?
Yeah, Jim, it looked like you had arguably strongest car of the event. I think you definitely rivaled Workman for best car throughout the entirety of the first half, and obviously the first half of the second part of the race there. It looked like, what was your thought process through that last lap as you saw Workman starting to close on you and try to make that move off into three?
Yeah, I saw him. I knew he was going to have to go to my inside in turn 3. There was one way he could have just hung it on the outside and, kind of took a wider arc. But, even then, there's no guarantee he would have gotten under me. He made the right move. It's just I had him cleared by, if you could even say an inch. I mean, on our screen, we probably touched, but I had him cleared by just enough, and it was enough to keep me planted on the bottom without getting moved up. And I think that was that and having enough fuel. Those are the two big things.
Hey, you certainly saved just enough. Didn't save too much and didn't save too little. It was the perfect amount. So congratulations on your race win, your first race of the season. It's a victory. Getting back to kind of where you were last season, win the championship.
Yeah, and before I leave here, I just want to say that my car tonight, it was dedicated to Derek Lancaster, who's in the hospital in Alabama after his horrific crash at Talladega. He's from Christiansburg, which is only like 2 miles from where I am right now, and I'm glad that we got the win for him. I'm glad that we did it in his honor, and man, I really am praying for him.
There you go. So there were two sentimental favorites at the front, and Big Jim taking it home. So that was it from the Elite Racer Series presented by Double G Construction and Roofing from Michigan. The Justin Strong 200 in memory of Nathaniel Madison and Dallas Colburn. Thanks everyone for watching. Next week, race number 4. Looks like it will be at Road America, going road course racing for the first time this season, Tim. So that's going to be a fun one. What do you expect to see next week in Road America?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't actually seen a clean league race at Road America, but I expect that the guys that have, I'm expecting the Dirty Boys of the world. They're great road course racers, so I expect them to be up front. I think it's going to be a new experience. We didn't go there last season, so it's going to be cool to see.
All right, so tune in next week at the same time for Road America. Thanks everyone for tuning in from Michigan, and we'll see you guys next week.